Who gets the crying towel, Busch or Childress?
Patience, Burns. I'm pacing myself like the Dallas Mavericks. I want to talk about Kurt first.
Well, we did get a lot of emails about the elder Busch's up-and-down race. Ron P. in Muskegon, Michigan wants to know, Jimmy, do you agree with Steve Addington's decision not to short pit with everyone else and instead run him out of gas with 10 to go? If he had pitted with Jeff Gordon, he probably would have finished 4th instead of 9th.
No, I don't agree with Steve's call because it didn't work. If it had worked, I would be giving him a cigar. But more importantly, what did Kurt Busch think of the call?
Ran me out of fuel, champ. Ran out, leaving the box. Got some back in it now. We had 259. It's being our backs. I don't give a
He just always says the nicest things, doesn't he? And Burns, you mentioned right at the start of the race how Kurt didn't like his car, you know? The same car that went on to lead over half the race. Let's hear what he had to say.
knocking the fence down tight. I don't even know where this tightness came from. I'll be 43rd before we pit.
He was a real joy over the radio Sunday. But listen to him once the checkers fell.
Sorry about that, Kurt. 10-4, no problem, guys. Just hang your heads high. We ran good today. Damn it, we ran real good.
This cracked me up. It went from, this is the worst car in the field, and I don't give a bleep to...
No problem, guys. Just hang your heads high.
Oh, boy.
Also, before we get to Kyle and Richard, what's on the chalkboard behind you? WWCKD.
That's a message for my buddy Tony Stewart. WWCKD. Wicked. What would Chad Knaus do? First off, Smoke, he fired up pit crew instead of the competition director. Pit crew cost you a couple races this year. Gave you the air hose to take with you to the casino in Vegas. They would have won the pit crew challenge. They beat the 48. They got a 10-second penalty for, oops, fuel. That would have been nice to have that extra fuel Sunday at Kansas. Didn't get it full there, so here you had to pit again. Hey, let's listen to the Smokes post-race.
We had a problem getting the fuel in, and we didn't get it full at the second to last stop, so it made us have to pit there with about 10 to go. So there's nothing you can do. I mean, our guys are doing a great job. They did a great job all day.
There's nothing they could do different. Filling up the fuel tank would have been nice. What's with this polite Tony Stewart? He needs to think more like the Chad.
All right, Spence, there were too many good emails on Busch and Childress, too hard to pick. So what's your take on the incident, and who gets the towel?
Steve, I'd like to talk about Kyle's history with young drivers in the Truck Series for starters. 2 years ago, he's in the 51 racing Colin Brown in the 6 for the lead. Kyle turns Colin into the wall, takes him out, and he also takes Brian Scott in the same move. And then last year at Loudon, he runs all over Boucher on a green-white checkered. And then, what the? He flips James's off. James didn't do anything wrong. And Saturday, he had a great race with Joey Coulter for several laps there. Then, Coulter doesn't quite clear him off of 4, but he does get the spot. And then, the waterworks start after the race. Oh, Kyle, he just can't stand him when any of these young guns in the Truck Series outruns him. And then, he couldn't outrun Richard Childress after the race either. But Kyle, you can't beat Joey Coulter. Who? For 5th place in a truck race, and then you get your ass whipped by the senior Sad Richard Childress. But Richard, you didn't even do any damage. No black eye, no bruises, no scratches for what? $150,000. Or maybe, Samantha, she just did a real nice job on Kyle's makeup. Oh, the sun's so bright. Oh, what a funny guy he is.
There, little